Hello, hello, Teen 6. This is class number 48. And we're going to continue with traveling and a new topic. So, in activity number 1, you open your student's book on page 106, and there is a listening comprehension to do. The tracks are uploaded in the classroom. Yeah, so listen to each speaker, and you're going to match the speaker with the corresponding sentence. In activity number 2, phrasal verbs related to traveling. So, you're going to read sentences A to G, in which the phrasal verb is underlined, and through the sentence, you're going to guess the meaning. So, below, you're going to write the number of the meaning next to the phrasal verb. Example, we'll come to the airport to see you off. So read definitions 1 to 7, and it is going to match with sentence number 3. So here you write 3. To go to a railway station, airport, to say goodbye to somebody. Then, you're going to use these phrasal verbs to complete the sentences here. What you need to check is if the phrasal verb needs a specific tense. Okay, if you need to change the tense, so it has to match with the context of the sentence. So put the corresponding phrasal verb in the correct tense. In activity number 3, word formation, yes, about school holidays. And then in activity 4, let's revise future. Okay, so you're going to open your course book at page 102. 102, yes, it's language focus, the future, and you're going to start working on exercise B. Yes, so do not pay attention to the first part. So you're going to start with exercise B, other futures. There it says, match the sentences 1 to 9 with the explanations A to I. So you have 9 sentences, examples, and the future tense is underlined. So you're going, similar to the phrasal verb activity above, in which you have to guess the meaning, what the intention of that future tense is, with a sentence, with example there, and match it with the explanation. For example, if you say, letter A prediction based on present evidence. Let's remember that when you talk about a future event, a prediction, something that you think is going to happen because you have a present evidence, you're going to use be going to. So look for a sentence in which be going to is used. That is to say, letter 8. Okay, so 8 goes with A. That is the idea. If you do not remember these tenses and you need to revise before doing the activity, here I included a chart with the 6 forms to express future and the uses they have. Will, which is the future simple, is used for mainly predictions without evidence, distant future, something that we are not sure about, sudden decisions, things that you decide at the moment of speaking, offers, promises, but everything is related to a spontaneous situation, something that is happening that makes you make the offer, make a promise, take a decision. Be going to is for plans, intentions. You have already decided it and it's in your mind. Okay, so you have a specific plan. You haven't done anything yet for that plan, but it's here. And the difference with predictions without evidence is that be going to, as I mentioned before, explaining the activity, it's for predictions with present evidence. Okay, when something in the present tells you that another thing is going to happen. So these are the 2 uses of be going to. Then we have present tenses, but with future meaning. The present continuous as you know, in the present, to talk about present situations at the moment of speaking, has a future meaning when you talk about fixed arrangements or social plans. That is to say, it is not just an intention. I have already made an arrangement. Hay una cita, hay algo pautado. Abro mi agenda y yo ya me contacté con el médico, con un amigo, ya armé el plan. No solamente es una intención, es un paso más, ¿ok? O, for example, ya me compré el ticket, ya hice la reserva, ¿sí? Entonces, cuando ya hay algo específico, I'm going to use present continuous. As it is said here, arrangements, planned actions at a specific time. It usually goes with future time reference so as not to get confused with the present years, which is now at the moment. Casi siempre se combina con alguna expresión de futuro. Tomorrow, next week. Now, present simple. The present simple is for timetables. Future events at a specific time, timetables or schedules. It is usually related to planes, classes, exhibitions, buses. Es decir, hay una grilla de horarios a la cual yo me tengo que referir, fijar, para decir a qué hora comienza, termina, abre y se inaugura una acción. No depende de mí, esto depende de la organización, ¿sí? And it is not a routine, it is going to happen in the future, but it has a specific time, okay? And then, future continuous and future perfect. Future continuous, let's think about the following. If past continuous is for an action in progress in the past, present continuous is for an action in progress in the present, future continuous is for an action in progress in the future. So you will need the verb to be with will be, plus ing. In the past, was were. In the present, am is are. In the future, will be. And the ing. Here it says, an action that will happen in the future for a length of time. Okay? That means in progress. Will be painting. They will be painting when you arrive tomorrow. Es decir, cuando yo llegue, lo que va a estar sucediendo, lo que se va a estar dando es la acción de will be painting in a continuous form, in progressive form. Entonces, como el nombre lo dice, future continuous. Necesito el future en will be y el continuous with ing. And future perfect is you look at the future and then you look backwards. Es decir, me voy hasta el futuro, pero miro hacia atrás y digo, ¿qué es lo que ya habrá terminado? For example, here it says, an action that will finish before another action or time in the future. Es decir, pongo un tope en el futuro, a lo que todavía no sucedió, y miro para atrás. For example, will have painted. He will have painted the bedroom before his daughter comes home. Es decir, para el momento en que la hija llegue, miro para atrás, ellos ya habrán pintado. Ahora, hoy en el presente todavía esa acción no terminó. Por eso está relacionado con el futuro. Future perfect. Necesito el future. Will. Y recuerden que todo perfect form tiene esto de have, has o had. En este caso, como la regla dice que modal verbs are followed by infinitive, siempre va a ser will have. Will have. And then the past participle, that is to say, the third column. Below, I included these expressions that are related to future. Shall, that it is only used in questions, okay? Shall I and shall we? When we make offers, when we are inviting, shall we go to the movies? Shall I help you? So it's only with I and we in question form. Be about to is estar por, okay? It is used to talk about the immediate future. I can't now, I'm about to have lunch. Estoy por hacer algo. es decir, future. Al tener el verbo be, depending on the person, you're going to say I am, he is, they are, about to infinitive. And be likely to expresses probability. Example, they've got the GPS, so they are unlikely to get lost. Unlikely es que no es probable que se pierdan. Si digo que es they are likely, lo pongo en afirmativo la palabra, quiere decir que sí es probable. ¿Ok? So, likely has a positive meaning, unlikely has a negative meaning. ¿Ok? Es improbable. Now, you are going to, after doing this, yes, you're going to work on exercises C and D on the same page. We continue on page 102, and you're going to do activity C, in which you have to complete with a time linker, soon, by, when, before, or until. The sentence is there. And in activity D, you have to, in paragraphs A and B, choose the correct option. And in C and D, you have to put the verb in the correct future form. Okay? That's all, people. Well, here you have the meaning of the phrasal verbs from one of the first activities in the class. We're going to deal with this topic in our Zoom meeting, so if you have any doubt, you can ask in the meeting or through Google Classroom. Bye-bye, Teen 6.